Yeah. What's up, people? Hello, my name is Dean. This is my first song to tune my guitar. And I make songs with these pedals here to repeat everything I do. To repeat everything I do. You know? To repeat everything I do. Wanna hear one more? Yeah? Thank you. Next song goes to one girl I was dating for like super long time, 2 years.
My name is Dean Isko. I'm a professional musician from Bulgaria, living in the streets of Berlin. No, living in Berlin, you know. And I'm a street musician. I'm a professional musician. I come from a very little village in the mountains of Bulgaria, and I started playing guitar when I was 13 years old. Later on, I went to study music. I have a diploma, bachelor degree of drums and production. And I came across street music also very early in my life. My first time performing on the street was 11 years ago when I was 21 years old. I was playing on the streets of Saratoga Springs in upstate New York, where I was working for one summer. This is where I first played on the street, and it blew my mind with the freedom and the people that you meet, different than the normal people you meet at shows. And later on, I moved to Berlin when I was 25 years old, where I started fully play on the street as my job. How it started was I came to Berlin with the dream to play shows almost every night, and I couldn't book myself in bars every night, and also I was running out of money. My friend suggested, Dean, why don't you go and play on the street? What I did, the whole new world opened for me. In Berlin, the quality of the street musicians is so high. There's so many great artists making every genre of music, making rap, making electronic music, making rock, making folk, making techno, everything. The first thing is you get to perform in front of absolutely everyone, and then you rediscover your audience, because maybe you play rock music like me and you think that your music is only for the rock fans and stuff like that, but it's not true. You find people that look different than you, and they love what you do, you know, they vibe with you, with your energy. You rediscover yourself by performing for absolutely everyone. Gives you a lot of stage presence. So when you are in front of people so many times, it builds your confidence and you perform better on stages. Because when you play on the street, it's hard to capture the people sometimes. It's hard to make them stay and watch. And but you get comfortable in this. You get comfortable in bringing your crowd. You get comfortable in making them stay. You're getting comfortable in delivering your character quickly. You know, you show who you are in 1 song, 2 songs, 3 songs. And this thing happens from just performing a lot, right? So playing street music lets you perform a lot of shows, you meet a lot of people, and you get booked for nice shows because you don't know who's gonna pass through that square. Some of the biggest concerts I ever performed, they all came from a street show. because the right person who's looking for exactly you is passing through that square and they recognize you. So there's a lot of benefits.
If I want to talk about the street music, I might say that for me, it's like breezes, you know, like when you walk in the streets, these sounds for me, it's like the breezes of the city, you know, like you just go walk and then you just hear these people singing and connecting themselves to the environment, that the street that they are playing there. So for me, it's not just art, it's kind of like the sound of the city. It's like it just brings joy, it brings unity. Like for me, whenever I hear these kind of music outside, I start to dance, I start to love my environment more, and this is, I love it.
In Berlin it's really prevalent, and I'm super happy about every artist in every corner that enriches this cityscape, really. Especially as rents become higher and higher. Here in Berlin, those penniless artists, I mean, they probably have it harder and harder as things get more gentrified. And yeah, what made me stop? Actually, I mean, it's beginning of March, it's still pretty cold, and you have this Dean guy, like the epitome of a punk, a rock dude from a music video, standing there, throwing the coolest beats. Honestly, that's I'm just coming from my way home, contemplating life, and if I'm happy in my job and what I'm doing, and this guy definitely made my day more than the 2 beers I had before. So that's also the reason why I tipped, which I usually don't do. But then that's, again, today one really good example for me why we need street music.
So hello Berlin, this is Jelena from Serbia. It's my first time in Berlin and I'm amazed with the city, and I stopped here today because of this amazing guy who's playing guitar on the streets. A lot of passion is great. We enjoyed a lot. He basically opened his soul, which I liked very much, and dedicated his songs to his girlfriend, which is very cute, and I love him. And he has a lot of fans here. So yeah, I'm also a musician, but I'm not doing these street gigs, and that's why I even more appreciate those people, because it's very straightforward and it's very honest and it's cute.
I am for the street music because especially in Berlin, in lack of a sun, in a really cold, dark winter of Berlin, this helps. This makes our city more beautiful. I'm for it. Why not? Every place, every area, not just Warschauer Straße, because it's just for the cool people. Just in all the streets of the Berlin, all in the metro stations. I enjoy that.
This is Stefan. I'm from Berlin, and we stopped by to check out this amazing dude here, listening to his music, listening to his passion, showing us his soul. I'm also a musician, professional guitar player from Berlin, so I enjoy it even more. I'm used to this kind of street music because I'm from Berlin. I see this almost every day when I'm passing the streets, and I enjoy it very much. Just give it a go. Make more of this amazing music, and all the best for this amazing guy.
If you wanna run around, that's okay. If you wanna stay up all night,
albums. Hey, my father told me this will end up tragic. Draw a line, I'm running free because I'm magic. Don't care about his money, brave, my girl still love me. Hell, I'm in my 20s, my riot is a long kill. When I first started, I was thinking I'm just gonna play a little bit on the street and make some money and get famous and move from the street. I didn't expect I'm gonna stay so long on that in that 3 stages. But through street music, I get to travel the world a lot. I get to play a lot of festivals. I get to meet so many wonderful people who became my friends. Street music gave me a lot of good. The first thing you have to figure out is what equipment do you need and how you can power it, because you don't have electricity on the street and you have to bring your own. So you have to figure out, do you need a generator? What do you need? So you can power everything. So you figure out your equipment, you figure out your transportation, you bring yourself some extra things that can break, extra cables, extra strings if you play the guitar, you bring water, you bring some warm clothes, because sometimes you have to wait until the place is free, because there's other street musicians who are playing that place that you like. So if you want to be a street musician, get your equipment ready, get water, get everything that can break as a double, and respect the ethic of street music, which means when you show to a place that you want to perform, meet the other artists, be friendly to them, ask them how long they're gonna play, tell them that you want to play after them, and keep the etiquette like this. Play multiple shows per day, try different areas of the city, try to play your music in a more quiet, touristy place, try to play your music in a loud party place, try to play your music in different areas and see how it translates, and it's gonna change your music as well. When I arrived to the scene in Berlin, I realized I connect much better with the people who make the loud, crazy music. I connect much better with the rappers, with the techno producers, with the beatboxers, with all these dudes and all these girls who make crazy party music. So my music just changed this way, and this happened because of a lot of quantity. So if there's one thing I want to tell you people from this interview is do a lot of quantity. Forget about the quality. Quality is going to increase. Do a lot of quantity. Play a ton of shows. Record a lot of songs. Release a lot of films, a lot of videos. Just like what my friend here, Idris, is making with this movie. He's making YouTube videos. He's like approaching this art like a YouTuber, like making a lot of stuff. And this is really the way. He knows it. I know it as well, and all these people you see in this movie, they also know it, because all of them are on the streets for years, and that's why they're good. So get out there and perform, do a lot of quantity. It's also not always safe. There are crazy people on the streets of Berlin who will provoke you, and they will see the opportunity, make a scene when they see you playing a show and having a lot of people around you. And a lot of these things happen to all of us street musicians. Doesn't matter what music we play, we go through the same shit, all of it. There are people coming and, attacking you. There are people coming and messing with your equipment. There are people coming and stealing from you. All kinds of stuff like that happen on the street. But in the end, the positives are a lot more.
Yeah, it can be very tiring, so depends on how you can handle it. It's about following your passions. It's about being yourself. It's about having fun and living your life in a free way. And it's also about overcoming fears and obstacles, because street music is such a scary thing to do, to just like go out there and sing and play in front of strangers. It can be very intimidating, and it's an awesome what's the word I'm looking for? Like, let yourself be seen being who you are. And so that's what the book is about, it's just encouragement, like to help you do that and know that you can, and know that it's possible, and how to make it work in the best way for you if you want to live that lifestyle of like freedom, choosing your own hours, being who you are, and letting people enjoy that and art piece, I guess.
I remember local culture being very different to what it has become today with the emergence of the digital world, social media, and how music and songwriting gets so influenced in this digital dimension.
La musica nelle strade di Berlino, che non è solo un intrattenimento, ma è una parte molto importante, è l'anima della città di Berlino.
And over the years I've thought a lot about what busking means and what the power of music. It's something so basic and simple, you know, you play your instrument or you share your art, if it's, you know, whatever art it is on the street. You know, I like to say it brings magic to the mundane, because, you know, if a street corner is just a mundane street corner. People are rushing, people are, you know, doing their thing, but the second you have someone sharing art, it instantly opens up a space for people to connect with each other. And over the years I've seen amazing things happen, you know, and just the things that I know about, but there's many, many other things that I didn't know about that just happened in this space where, you know, I'll be playing music and two strangers will start to talk to each other. And I have two friends that actually were together for 6 years as partners because they met at my street performing.
First of all, it's illegal. You cannot do it in Berlin. We all do it in fear because they can stop us, they can take our equipment, they can take our guitars, they can give us a big fine. So that's the first big challenge. It all happened to me right here. So the other challenge is crazy homeless people coming in your space, attacking you, grabbing your things, stealing your stuff, you know. All kinds of crazy stuff happen.
I also feel unsafe with the Ordnungsamt and the police, actually, because I am dealing with interesting things that happens on the street, but I am being targeted by them as if I am the criminal, which is surprising me with so many other things going on in a big city like Berlin, that the police choose to come and stop us and then treating us very rude sometimes. And
that's the biggest challenge, like uncertainty in the sense that you don't know if the Ordnungsamt is going to stop you or not, or the police or whatever, so you're uncertain. But I think I've been doing it a long time now that I kind of know, because I know the spots that I choose and I know like the risk, or if the Ordnungsamt or the police is going to be there. So I kind of know right now because of experience, but back then it was more of like an uncertain kind of situation.
Los desafíos de tocar en la calle son muchos. Por un lado, obvio, la parte económica. Uno nunca sabe cuánto dinero va a traer a casa. Por otro lado, como músico, como artista, encontrar la nota perfecta, el tono perfecto, la palabra justa para expresar lo que genuinamente siento. No siempre es fácil, a veces fluye, a veces hay que buscarlo, y eso es algo importante con lo cual tengo que lidiar cada día.
From now on, all the lessons that I learned, I'm learning them from scratch.
I think that the community in terms of musicians here, everyone is just super supportive. I don't think that anyone's trying to tear anyone down. I think that everyone's just looking to work together, which is amazing. The couple of times that I have played on the street, I think that people in Berlin are very used to there being music and sound on the street for the most part. So everyone's been really supportive for me so far. The only thing that I do find a bit tricky is when people do come up to me, they're speaking in German and I don't understand it yet, so I'm not sure if they're being nice or not nice, but we are slowly learning, and I usually will stop after that song, find that person and say, hey, I'm so sorry, I only speak English, and I've only had positive feedback so far, but sometimes it can be a bit daunting. You're just standing there playing and people are either yelling loudly at you or trying to speak to you. When you don't understand, you don't know if it's good, bad or ugly, you're not quite sure.
Music has always been the center of everything, and it's very hard to keep going, especially when no one is clapping. And this is the reason why so many people are scared of embarking on this artistic journey, because of the fear of maybe people are not going to like it. But just do it.
Berlin has so much to offer. It's overwhelmingly beautiful what's possible over here, but it takes time for me to build this up and allow myself, because I'm a full-time musician, so usually night outs are the times I am working. But I feel there is so much possible here in this city, and there's so many color and flavors and ingredients and colors. It's give you a big answer that the sky is the limit in Berlin. That's how it feels.
It's just to do it. Like you cannot, you just have to do it. Like there's no other way. Like you just have to do it. It's just like anything else. If you don't do it, then you're never gonna either get better. You're not gonna start. You have to start somewhere. You have to be like bad, and you just have to do it. That's it basically.
I really recommend going to the street. It's the best music university you can do. You know, the second you interact with people, you're performing, and that's practice right there. And you know, you kind of see what works, and there's so many factors to what works. You know, every style, every musician is different with, you know, the time, place, repertoire, what you're doing, and how you interact with people. So it's a really beautiful thing for artists.
My biggest advice to young creators is to own it and do it. People won't always think that it's the right choice, but I strongly believe that it is a part of you, that if you don't just continue to create every day, you will not be your full self. And I think that you need to surround yourself with creative people and people who are supportive, honest with you, not always like blowing smoke up your ass, but being honest, and just other people who love what they do as well.
As artists, one of the things we struggle a lot is perfectionism. Perfectionism is the thing that stops us from moving forward so much. I want you people to get your instrument, get your mics, and go out and hit these streets and forget about perfectionism. In the art world, you don't need only quality, you need quantity as well. And what I mean by that is you have to play a lot of shows. You have to play a lot of shows to get good. You have to record a lot of songs until you start making good bangers. Maybe you do it from the first try, but the thing is you have to do a lot. So with street music, you have this wonderful opportunity to do a lot of quantity.
Mi humilde consejo para alguien que quiera ser músico, ya sea en un escenario o en las calles, que sea honesto consigo mismo, que escuche el sonido que emite la vibración de su corazón, de su alma, y que no le importe nada más. Que el éxito, si tiene que llegar, llegará, y que no hay éxito mayor que ser honesto y genuino con uno mismo.